Welcome back everyone, it's FNews57 here. I'm back on Gears of War 4, and today I will be showing you how to get the School of '08 achievement. In Private Horde, complete 50 consecutive waves on hardcore without the team building fortifications. You are allowed to use skill cards. You are not allowed to actually build fortifications, so no weapon lockers, no turrets, no decoys, no sentries. One of the many ways you can do it is speed runs. We are on this nice casual lift map, and I will be playing from the sniper standpoint. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and I will pretty much not be talking through most of this. So hopefully it works out for you. I'm just going to show you what we're doing. Most of you know the speed run. Like, see, it says Lift Apex is the map. That's the group that we have. 1 scout, 1 sniper, 3 soldiers. Team comp can be done any number of ways, but it's personal preference, up to you how you wish to actually do it. So I'm going to mute my mic, and we're just going to continue.
Moving the fabricator.
Fabricator deployed.
This'll work.
So, sorry for having to click on and off my mic. You can skip around in the video. I just figured that I should explain the lift speedrun technique for anybody who's interested. The reason why we have the number of soldiers that we do is for their grenade plants. So they are running grenade plant capacity, grenade damage, and siphon. Also resupply for their 5 cards. You do want max cards and max classes. I kind of have the boring role because I'm sniper, so I get to kind of sit back and watch. But you'll notice, because I'm sitting here holding the TACCOM, you can see all the grenades that the soldiers are planting. I showed in the beginning of the video while my mic was muted, you're going to have one soldier that goes off to the left-hand corner right there where Coiled is. And you're going to have another soldier that goes over there where Darth is. And then your scout's going to try and be up a little bit closer to the ammo box. Sometimes you will get a half a dozen enemies or so that spawn out of exactly where they're supposed to be, just because somebody like pushes up a little bit too far and it fucks up the spawning. Move the fabricator back to where I have, and you should be good. Now, this is not normally the fastest speed run. Also, you'll have one person right there where Boosted is, just chilling on that wall. But yeah, this is not the fastest map to speed run on. It's just the most effective map, in my opinion, to do this particular achievement on. Of course, make sure you're out of the way for the scout. You're just building up power. Now I will show you the cards that I have on. I have Called Shot on, Radar Ping, Sniper Strike, Magic Bullet, and Team Revive. Really, the reason why the Sniper is the one that runs Team Revive is simply due to the fact that that is the guy who's sitting at the fabricator the entire time. Now, the bad thing is from your spot, you're not going to have a perfect shot on everything. Obviously, you want to spot targets because in this particular game mode and for this particular achievement, you're looking for the maximum amount of power that you can get. The more power that you can get, the better. You're going to need it for all of your upgrades and things of that nature. So since this is a longer video, you can feel free to skip around. I'm not just going to skip from, wave 1 to wave 50 because, yeah, I just want you to see everything that goes into this particular run. And of course, you can ask any questions that you might have. So I will be clicking my mic on and off. I apologize, it's a little bit loud, but I don't have a alternate way to mute my mic because I'm listening to some music at the same time.
5 left.
And there's not much of a point in me using radar ping just yet.
Juvie!
I couldn't get over to Coiled fast enough to get that juvie. But feel free to put some music on while you're doing this. As long as you can communicate with your team, you're good to go. They'll let you know if you're running sniper when they want radar ping. It's pretty cheap. I have my card max for radar ping, so that's a good old 800 power. And then Sniper Strike, of course, is 5,000. I don't have my Team Revive maxed. It's only at level 4, so that's why it costs 3,000. If it's done right, that's how quickly the wave goes by. And the reason why I'm trying to mark that target, if I can mark at least one target, then that marked target drops 10% more power. And as far as I know, it stacks. It stacks with Siphon, which is a really cool mechanic. The only thing that's going to be a little bit difficult is going to be, well, the boss wave, just depending on what you get. Now, this is regular 1 through 50 on hardcore. You can't do this on light. It would be way too easy if you could do it on light, because that would be only 25 waves. So, as a sniper, you're going to want to make sure that you try and do your best to mark your targets, but not waste power. There's really no point in just hitting a sniper strike for no reason at all.
Time to fortify our position.
And the big thing is just to ask your team.
Guardian!
You guys want one radar ping right off the bat, right? I always wait a little bit longer on the wave count for radar ping, just to make sure that you get enough percentage of power back. So pretty much right when it lets you hit the button, 1, 2, and ping. You can really do it on a 1 count, actually, for the ping. And then the soldier comes over and activates Hammer of Dawn, and just bye. The purpose of radar ping is twofold, actually. So, if you look at the cards that I have on, called shot, targets take 35% more damage. Now, there's an argument there. The way I understand called shot is it only works on the target that you actually manually mark. However, multiple people have told me that to a lesser degree, it seems to boost the damage on all targets. I cannot confirm whether that is correct or not. Now that snatcher is... Well, I didn't even get to mark it. That's not how you want to do that wave. If the snatcher is the last boss left, or I should say the last enemy left, you can take it down without using an additional hammer. It's just all about managing your cash or your power adequately. And there's going to be a shit ton of power on the field. In a situation like that, like what we just had, it would be ideal for you to actually have the scout move up, collect the power during the wave, and then for the sniper to go and put called shot specifically on the snatcher. either way, we got our money back from it, so it wasn't a loss. It just wasn't 100% as efficient as it could possibly be. 1, 2, and I was a little bit behind on that, actually. It's about a 1.52 count from when the wave starts to when you hit that radar ping. Because if you hit it before the enemies spawn in, it's not going to give you the bonus for marking them. But if you hit it too late, it's also only going to hit a couple enemies. So it's a little hit or miss. And then every once in a while you get a weird piece of power that drops, like right over there in the corner. So you're going to be in the fabricator the majority of the time as a sniper, and like right there, bam. Now sometimes you may have to radar ping more than one time.
Shepard!
Can't seem to plant. That's so annoying. There's always one enemy that you can't hit just because of where he is. But yeah, that's how you do it. Obviously, it's best judgment. Once there's a few enemies left, you can actually use Sniper Strike to thin them out a bit. It's just about managing how much power you currently have versus how much power it costs to use your skills. That's all it comes down to. Really, it's quite simple to do. Now, of course, you have Team Revive, but I really don't like using it. I wish I could have Explosive Headshot on. We are doing this a little bit not as efficiently as it could be done, but yeah, it's alright. It gets done. Now, on this wave, because of the bonus, I will use a second radar ping, and if there was more enemies left, then I would actually sit there and do, that's only a shock tracker, so we'll just leave that, but I would use Sniper Strike. Trying to give you guys a little bit of commentary and explain what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and what each one of our teammates are doing. Now, obviously, the Scout has probably one of the most important roles, because we need all this power that we can get. All of it. There we go. He got that last piece of power. Now you'll see we have 59,000 power, and the Scout just turned in, so now we have 66,000 power. Plus I can throw in that bonus that I got, and we'll have plenty of power by doing it this way. But that's only if you have your pickup distance card maxed and you have your deposit bonus card maxed. Also, be careful as a sniper in the fabricator. You never want to have, like, accidentally buy the wrong thing. And you don't want to use too many sniper strikes in, a wave either. Once your soldiers get some shot grenades, it helps out because it'll stun that whole group of enemy instead of just destroying one spawn point. That's why I said that you have to be careful on managing your money. There's a little bit of power over here. Alright, yeah, our Scout's got that. Perfect. You're spending 5,000 every time you call down that Sniper Strike. So, you want to make sure that you're going to get that back, or you can afford it. Like, I spent 10,000 on Sniper Strikes, and we only made 5,000 back with the Scout's bonus. Give it a 1-2 count for the spawn. And see, that time it wasn't even worth me using my sniper strike. You can save time by using sniper strike, but you'll end up spending more money, so it's a toss-up as to what's worth it. Also, try and make sure that you coordinate picking up the ammo box, because there's only 2 ammo boxes that spawn, and that's the only way for anybody to get their ammo back, unless they pick up a dropped weapon or dropped grenades or something like that off the ground. So that's why I picked up this ammo box before the wave ended, so that the soldiers would have it for the next wave to pick up. It's about, I would say, 40 seconds roughly for the ammo box to respawn. And the only way that you're going to level up your fabricator is going to be by using your skills. So your radar ping, your sniper strike, your team revive, hammer of dawn, etc. Things of that nature. That's the only way you're going to level up the fabricator. So everything spawned, and we hit that radar ping. We're going to need a sniper strike. Only 2 enemies left. Not worth using another sniper strike due to cost. Because the thing with the sniper strike is it does a lot of damage, but it doesn't always kill the targets when you have this setup on. The reason why it doesn't always kill the targets when you have this setup on is because look at the cards. Called shot, okay, marked targets do more damage. Radar ping, okay, sure. And then you need your sniper strike and you have magic bullet. What I would do personally for this is if I was running 2 snipers, my favorite setup is 1 scout, 2 snipers, 2 soldiers. This way 1 sniper is in charge of radar ping, the other is in charge of sniper strike, and provides all of the maxed cards for sniper strike. 5 targets left. Not really worth using another sniper strike on, but you can run up to get a spot to actually mark the target. That's all it is, my friends. And then the waves get more difficult and money management becomes even more important. But this is the base of how you do it for every single wave. If you can survive like the first 20 waves, then you should be fine with the whole rest of the game. If there's enough grenades and you guys occasionally like find a shot grenade or something, it's a good idea for the sniper to pick up an extra set of grenades and then hold on to them in case one of the soldiers dies. So just like that, power bonus. That's why you keep radar pinging. So that's what you got to remember. You're looking for radar ping for its possible damage bonus combined with called shot. Again, I cannot confirm that because it doesn't, I mean, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, maybe it's supposed to, maybe it doesn't. But I can tell you that when you mark a target, it drops 10% more power. Now, that's not much on an enemy that only has like 40 or 50 power. That's only 4 or 5 power. But on an enemy that's worth several hundred power, yeah, that's worth it. And the key is just getting your radar ping off in time. Obviously, you can't have radar ping. You can have radar ping, but you can't have radar ping, sniper strike, and your hammer of dawn all coming in at the same time. Come on, revive him, revive him. I'm going to beat the shit out of this guy so the scout has as much time to grab the power while the wave is still active, since there's almost 2,000 power on the map. I see he's got a good chunk of it, and that's all the time that I can buy for him. But that's something else that you guys want to do, is if you can down the last enemy, you want to make sure that you beat his ass. You get extra time. And you can do that if you have your pistol out or you have your grenade out, for anybody who's not familiar with it. Now you can see we're already down a lot of money. We're down to 44,000, so yeah, it's gonna hurt a bit. Because obviously these enemies have twice the health that they did on Wave 10. So, radar ping immediately. Again. Not worth it on the last 5. That's a snatcher. That was a waste of a hammer. I like to be a little more frugal with my power. But that's it. Like I said, this isn't exactly the most efficient way to do it. But we'll get it done. It just goes to show that you don't absolutely have to have the world's greatest, most efficient setup to do it. We do have one guy actually who's playing 2 characters, so it's more difficult because he has to move one character into position, then move the next character into position. It would be easier if you had 5 people, but we only have 4 attempting this, so it's going to take a little bit longer, but we will get it done nonetheless. Not going to waste the time radar pinging the last enemy. That's how you do it, guys. So, from here on, just watch and have fun. But I'm going to click off my mic real quick so that I'm not just rambling on with useless information that you don't really want to know. If anything does come up, a hairy wave or anything like that, I'll be back to chatting with you. And I'll probably say something on the last wave, because you know how the last set of 10 waves is going to be difficult. But for now, we'll just keep to doing our little radar ping and occasionally shooting enemies in the face. Because that is our job. So 1, 2 count, get the extra power, only 3 enemies left. Not worth actually wasting 800 power, because you're not going to make close to 800 power back. Basically, you want to get radar ping off right before the grenades detonate. And then later, in a separate video, I will show you how to do the in and out and quick and dirty achievements, the Horde Light achievements. So as you've seen, I got that first radar ping off right before the grenades came in. Now for that DR, you're going to want to make sure that you put called shot on him. And then he's just going to kind of run around. He's the last enemy left. And he's dead. You also use radar ping because then when your teammates have their TACCOM depressed, they can actually see all the targets on the map. Or at least all the marked targets on the map, I should say. I would say this is going to be a little over an hour, I think. It is a speedrun-esque, but not the world's fastest map, as I said before. Last 5, we'll go ahead and use a radar ping to get the bonus power. And I almost had sniper strike on him. Or not sniper strike, but my called shot. Sorry, guys. Wrong thing. You don't have really good sight lines from that spot with the fabricator. That's why we use radar ping. You could use called shot and then say, oh, I don't know, maybe a nice casual little, mark target bonus. But nope, not allowed to. Also, one thing to keep in mind, since I'm using Magic Bullet, see where on the top right hand corner of the screen it says I have the Marxa 120% damage bonus and 3 stacks, 3 little bullseyes. That's because I have 3 stacks of Magic Bullet. And of course, I can't add my called shot target to that, unfortunately. Alright, let's see. Come on, 1, 2. There we go. Got our damage bonus. Wait for them to respawn. About 2 to 3. 2 to 3 radar pings per wave is adequate. And see, I've already donated the 5,000 power. Well, that's just from using radar ping and getting the assist bonus. Last thing that I should mention that you need to be careful of, though, is all these boxes that spawn around the fabricator. You may want to get rid of this box right here. And maybe this box. But other than that, I didn't even need to use 2 radar pings on that one. Slightly cool tonight. Trying to also casually chat with my teammates, and that's a little difficult. These are all good players, by the way. So that's why you can kind of slack off a bit. If your whole team is good and they know your roles and everything, you don't have to be as like hyper sweaty. Oh, we got to do this and grab that last guy and beat his ass and, you know, all that. It makes it easier for getting the achievement done, but once you get to like max re-up and start working on your wings, you've played so much Horde that it's time to just have a little fun with it. There we go, 2 radar pings. I couldn't even get over there in time. But yeah, that's the basic thing. I could do about a 30-minute video if I fast forwarded through all of this, but it makes it a little bit difficult for people to see exactly what we did, how we did it,
Here we go again.
all that fun stuff. Where's the last guy? I was trying to run up to mark him. But we're still doing like a minute waves. So yeah, it's a quick School of 08 achievement. I mean, I'm a fan of my blood drive speed runs. A good 45 minutes for a good match, but you need sentry turrets for that, or at least you should have sentry turrets. We're about to have a level 4 fabricator probably after the next 2 waves, so as they spawn in we just keep radar pinging. Coiled is just getting murked. He's having pretty bad luck with the bosses. Every boss wave seems to kill him.
Area's secure. Look around for ammo.
And you see, we're never dropping under... We never have less than 18,000 power. So... I do have to make some maxed out cards though. Not all of my cards are level 6 yet, which is kind of sad. Makes me feel bad because I've been playing this game since the first day, but...
See you around, asshole.
I probably could have used one less sniper strike on that wave, but our grenades didn't do that much damage. I'm trying to make sure I give you as much time at the end of the wave. If we get a downed enemy, you know, beat his ass, that type of thing, so you can move both accounts. It's definitely not as easy to do it with 4 players as opposed to actually 5 players.
Time's up. Enemy reinforcements. Good night. Last one. That's better.
Alright, so, like I said before, I'm going to mute until about wave 45-ish and show you the last couple waves.
Area's secure. Look around for ammo. each other. Time to fortify our position.
Good to go.
Time's up! They're coming!
Time to fortify our position.
suppressing.
Scion's dead. Okay, let's get this done.
Time to fortify our position.
Sweet dreams, asshole!
This'll work.
Time's up, they're coming! See you around, asshole! Time to fortify our position. I'll take those.
Scratch one drone! I'll take those.
Alright, so guys, I am back to chatting your ear off now for like the last 3 waves. We're not at too bad on the time count right now either. If you follow this method or a similar speedrun method, you should be able to get this done pretty easily. Now, judging by the video, I would say we're about at the 58-minute mark, roughly. I wish there was a way that we could make these scoreboard screens go by faster.
Time to build.
But like I said, you would be right about an hour, hour and 15 minutes to do this achievement with a speedrun. Without a speedrun, maybe up to 2 hours. I believe the way this achievement was meant to be done was with like 2 scouts, 2 soldiers, and like a heavy or a sniper, and where you shoot and move and run around the map, kind of like in the original Horde. But nope, we found a workaround for it that goes much faster. Now, we'll get alright XP from doing this, but once you're up to like max re-up and then starting to work on your wings and everything, it's just not worth it. Everybody just kinda wanders around. I love that Midnight Omen camo. Oh, I love that camo. Not even worth wasting a radar ping on the last guy. So, basically, funny story. We've got the Hammer of Dawn, right? We can destroy enemies. We can destroy buildings. But we can't kill a downed grub. I think our weapon system needs a bit of an improvement. Oh, okay, good. No one disconnected. Alright, so wave 50. And that's it. Last two enemies, one of which is a carrier. So, just gonna call hammer on that carrier. Bring it down. And done. Ding! Diamond achievement, School of 08. Hell yeah! You might not have boom shields to help you, but you conquered 50 waves without defenses. In your face, Swarmzerker. And that's it. That's how you do it, guys. Any questions or comments, make sure you leave a message for me, a comment for me. I'll do my best to help you out. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like on it and share it with your friends. It greatly helps out with the searchability of videos here on YouTube. So, until next time, my fellow Gears, stay frosty.